Good afternoon, everyone. So, we've got two boxes left over from yesterday that came in yesterday's mail. So, I figured, how about we do an unboxing while we wait on today's mail? This first box contains something that I'm always happy to see go inside of our library pantry, and that is fruit. The fruit disappears very quickly. And let's see, this is the cherry mixed fruit. I don't know if these are cups or, oh yeah, they're cups. See on the side? These are good for the kids, good for, people going off to work. Whole lot of things. Let's see who sent it. Wileen Trotty. Wileen is someone who donates to the library pantry a lot. Thank you so much, Wileen. Enjoy your gift. There is so much nourishing instant lunch chicken flavors. 2 and 1 of the snack cookies. Those items doesn't give me the option to gift. From Wileen Trotty. You know what? I know what you mean. And yesterday, while I had some extra time, what I did was, a lot of people tell me that. And what it is, Wileen, is that when I feel like something good will go inside of the pantry, I just put it on the list. And I've learned over the course of doing this that sometimes when you put something on the list, it doesn't come from Amazon. Or, it doesn't ship from Amazon. It ships from a third-party vendor. And when it ships from a third-party vendor, the third-party vendor does not have the option to hide your personal information. Amazon gives you that option, but if you use the third-party vendor, which I make sure that I check that option to not share my information, so it won't allow you to send it because, it'll share that information. And Amazon makes that very, very clear. So what I did yesterday while I had extra time is, I think that I got rid of all of the third-party vendors, and so I will be a lot more, I'll pay that a lot more attention in the future so that you all don't have to, when you say, yeah, this is what I want to send, and then when you go to send it after you shop, you can't send it. So I imagine that must be really frustrating on on your end. So I am trying my best, but thank you so much. But for those of you all who are listening to this, if that happens, just choose something else. I know it's a bit of a pain. I am doing my best. But if you could just choose something else and get that sent off for us, that'd be great. I think that I went through the list pretty thoroughly yesterday, and I think that I got rid of all the third-party vendors. Wileen, thank you. When I tell you, look at what Wileen sent y'all. These are like the little lunchbox snack. Remember when these used to cost $0.25? And I don't know how much they cost now, but they cost way more than $0.25 when you go to the gas station when you were a kid. You know what I'm saying? Or, even when you were raising kids, I would bring out a couple of these for my boys. And look, and it's Ruffles. And unfortunately, though, like I said, doing this, you learn a lot. You learn a lot. And I have learned that things like that, we cannot put a lot of that out at the same time, because if you do, the little children will rob you. And not only that, but some adults who just, in this, don't get me wrong, I'll say 95% of people are very, very good. They're very great at respecting it. But you're always going to have those outliers who think of no one but themselves. Literally, they're just that's just who they are. It's what their spirits is made out of. Me, 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 me. And they're going to see something in there. They're going to see that it's for free, and they're just going to just take advantage of it. Do know that I do monitor. I try not to micromanage, but when I go, sometimes I'll only fill the cabinet once. Sometimes I'll have to do it twice, within a day. And I check that camera footage. I see who the individual was, and if I ever see them return back again, there have been 2 people that I've asked to not come back. I had one woman show up. She got out of her car. She had a whole, mind you, hefty cinch sack and proceeded to clear out the pantry. I went out there and I was, I saw through the camera. Something just told me to look through the camera. And I looked and I was like, what is she on? When she got out of the car, I saw when she got out of the car, it took her a minute. And I don't know if she was looking around to see if anyone was going to notice or anything. If she was looking to see if she saw cameras or whatever. There are cameras all over the property. A lot of them hidden even. You can't see them. But I can see you. And when she got out of the car, she had a whole hefty cinch sack, girl. And she went like that. You know how you go like that before you put it in the trash can? Yeah. She did one of those numbers. She waddled on over to the pantry and proceeded to clean out. And I'm like, honey, I said, no, baby. No. This is for everybody. This isn't just for one person. And shame on people who would do that. But you do, from time to time, you get those types of people. You do. And they only care about themselves. They don't care about anybody else. That's just who they are at their core. But I don't have a problem, letting them know that that's not what, this ain't that type of party. Not here. It's for everybody. So, look. The ramen goes so fast. The ramen goes, when I tell you, someone sent the ramen bowls not too long ago. When I took blink of an eye, they were gone. Like, they were gone. People love this. Girl, when I tell you the Stand By Me crew is gonna love you forever, you were the one who got this. Let me see. Wait, let me make sure though. No, Wileen, the other box is from you. The ramen and the Teddy Grams are from just someone who wanted to remain anonymous. It said, enjoy your gift. A gift for you. Unless it was you and they just didn't put your name in there. But I think it was anonymous. I think these are two different people. My little gang. And when I tell you, honey, I haven't had any snacks out there. The way they have been side-eyeing me in my house, honey, like... I'm glad they got some snacks. I'll put them out there tomorrow. But yes, honey, them little boys, they are something else. There's 3 of them. And my husband's like, them little badass boys. I'm like, and they're not bad. They're very cute. And they're very nice. Little kinky haired boys on their little bikes. Just up and down the street. Just like a little crew. Man, these are the times. These are when you make lifelong friends this stage in your life. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's a time. And we as an adult, so, we shouldn't, we shouldn't let that escape us. These are the times in the neighborhood, in the hood, hanging out, when we make lifelong connections with people. And they're going to always remember growing up. Remember, that lady who had that library pantry and we used to go and get cookies or chips or, whatever. I put Twizzlers on the list yesterday, for them. So hopefully someone will grab those. But listen, speaking of things that are on the list, today I ran into this series of books. And there are 3 books in the series, and I put 50 copies that, the library pantry needs. That doesn't mean buy 50 copies. It means hopefully 50 people will just buy one. But it's a series on how to talk to your children about where hands should go and where hands should not go. And it's an age-appropriate way to introduce those discussions to our babies, because we do need to talk about these things, because our kids are not in our presence at all times. We have to take them to babysitters. We have to take them to daycare centers. And God forbid, when violent things happen to them, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, sexual, when that trauma happens, it is typically someone that we, the parent, trusted and knew. And they have harmed our kids in a way. And so that is unimaginable. And we have to and so we have to have these very age appropriate conversations with our children as soon as they are old enough to be able to communicate. Hey, this adult touched me in a way or in a place that made me uncomfortable, or someplace where you said they shouldn't. I read a book a long, long time ago, and this book was about how we as parents shouldn't force our kids to hug that auntie or hug that uncle or hug that grandparent if they don't want to. If a child does not want to show physical affection to some adult person, we shouldn't force them just because it's our mother or our father or our sister or our brother. We shouldn't say, hey, give uncle such and such a kiss, or sit on uncle such and so's lap, or we shouldn't do that, because then they say, in a psychologist wrote the book, I forget the name of it. This was like, oh my goodness, maybe about 25 years ago, 30 years ago that I read this book. I forget the name of it. Because what that does is it makes our children feel like they do not have autonomy over their own bodies, and that they are not able to say no. And so it makes sexual molestation or assault, it sets them up for that much more easily when they feel like they cannot say no to an adult, basically. So it was a really good book. It was a great read. I wish I knew the name of it, but anyway, I put those books on the list. So hint, if anyone would like to grab one and send it on for the library, I would appreciate it. So with all that said, thank you so much. I had a day cleaning up my room and everything. It smells so pine solely, tomorrow I'll do the bathroom, and I'm going to try to fit in some time to get the new library pantry up and going. I feel like I don't have to really rush that one like I did the other one, because the other one is still up and operational. So, but I will get to it. I promise you that I will. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and you all have a great day.